Hey guys, Harry here, and this is just the first of many new videos that I'll be posting on my channel, and this is my final thoughts, which is basically my anime review series sort of video sort of thing. And as you can see by the title, I'm going to be reviewing One Week Friends, which is finished today, and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what One Week Friends is about. One Week Friends is a slice of life with a nice undertone of romance. It's not too in your face, but it is, for all intents and purposes, a slice of life. And it's set in a school, and our two main characters are Yuki Hasen and Kari Fujimori. These two, their relationship isn't perfect. It's very up and down throughout the entire series, because this show, it just doesn't deal with the simplistic problems. It has a hard-hitting problem at the core of this show, which is what made it most interesting to me, and that is the fact that Kari, our main female, she's a very secluded character. She's always by herself. As we're introduced to her at first, she doesn't have any friends. Everyone thinks she's a little bit strange because she doesn't try to make friends, even when I'm assuming in the past people have tried to, because I think in the first episode, Hasen-kun, I think he even says that at one point he tries to befriend her and then he's rejected him. And the main reason why Kari is like this is because we find out at the end of the very first episode, so no major spoilers here. At the end of each week, she loses her memories. These are all her happy memories and all her memories of her friends. So this explains why she's been so secluded, because she doesn't want to get involved with anyone. She doesn't want to befriend people because it'll make life for each of them difficult and she'd be inconveniencing them. But even knowing this, or even trying, Hasen just keeps trying to be her friend. He keeps battling on through, and he basically, at the beginning of each week, he asks to be friends with her. And then that's basically where our story picks up, and basically we just see them progress throughout this entire series. We see them grow closer, we see them grow apart, things happen. It is Hasen who throws forward the idea of Kari keeping a diary, so her memory is always refreshed on Monday morning before she comes into school. At first he does this for his own selfish gains, because he wants to be more than just friends. At least that's the way it seems. We get the notion that he likes her as more than a friend. They want to be special friends, per se. But it is very platonic, the way that he's just wanted to be friends with her. That was his main motive. All he wanted to do was befriend her. So there's never any notion of him going the little bit extra distance, so don't get your hopes up for like the first kiss and all that. But all in all, it's just a very nice relationship between the two of them. What I find best about the story of these two and the other side characters is that the drama in the show, it doesn't stick to it. It's not, what's the word? It's not melodramatic. It doesn't stick on any points like for too long. It just keeps advancing forward, which is one of the stronger points of the show. As well as that, the art style and the sound are perfect. It's got a very watered down look to it. The art style is absolutely gorgeous and the animation is on par as well. But what really nudges this show over, and it brings the feels when those emotional moments happen, because trust me, they happen a lot in this show, especially with the memory forgetting scenes in church, is the sounds, just the absolute soundtrack. Just, I need to get the original soundtrack somewhere because it's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, for a couple of cons about this series was the fact that Kari's mother, at one point in the series, she provides some information to Hasen. Other than that, she doesn't really have her shining moment, and she seems like such a good character. She's always there, she's always interacting with the friends when they come around for study groups and such, but she never had like this perfect moment, which is like, oh my god, just like Kari's mother, she's awesome. But because you feel like there should have been something there, but it just wasn't. As well as that, part way through, it must be like episode 9, maybe a bit further. Basically, in the later part of the series, we get introduced to an unneeded character. The show, after seeing the entire show, I understand why he was brought in, but I feel like they could have introduced him a lot earlier and it wouldn't have felt so... It felt like they rushed it. They could have easily just carried on the way they were and then picked this up in a second season. But that's something I want to get into. This show, I enjoy it just as it is. I wouldn't personally need a second season. A second season would be great, but the way it ended was just that perfect. That's why I'd highly recommend this show. It was just really nicely done. So overall, I really enjoyed this show. I'd recommend it if you want a very nice slice of life. If you're looking for something with feels, definitely recommend it. I'm not sure what I'd recommend if you like this, you'd like this show. But all in all, I really enjoyed One Week Friends. I definitely recommend it. So as a final verdict for this show, I'd say the art and sound was what sold this show to me. Watching it weekly, it always had me gripped, and I always wanted to know what was going to happen with the story, because the pacing, watching it as a weekly show, was great because it wasn't too fast, it wasn't too slow. It was just strung out perfectly. I feel like if you're looking for a fast-paced slice of life, this isn't going to be for you, because since it's dealing with some hard-hitting subjects, you need the slow pace in some of the episodes to keep the whole story moving forward, which is what this does perfectly. The story, the art, the music, great. The characters are super, super, super lovable. You're going to fall in love with at least, I'm probably going to say you're going to fall in love with all of them. The 4 main characters I absolutely loved. I have no doubts about that. So all in all, on my anime list, I've given it a solid 7 out of 10. It's an upper 7, but it wasn't enough to push me over to an 8, but I feel like it rounded everything off nicely. So anyway guys, if you've seen this anime, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to recommend me any anime, please also do that as well. I've been Harry. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe and all that glorious stuff, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.